We're Katie, Michael and Indy, and we're currently travelling around Europe in our self-converted van that we call Dippy. This week's vlog is a chaotic one, to say the least. Our plans change daily, sometimes hourly, as we muddled our way through our first Schengen shuffle. Unexpectedly, driving from Croatia to Turkey in about a week, a drive that we expected to do over a month. Welcome to Dippy Van Travels. This week we start our travels entering country number 6, Slovenia, and we fell in love with the country pretty much instantly. We felt a sudden change in the surrounding landscapes and houses as soon as we crossed over from North Croatia, and we had our beloved mountain backdrops back. Our first park up in Slovenia, and we've got mountains behind us, and that's exactly what we wanted. We actually had a different park up planned for the night, but stopped here to check out the walk we had planned for tomorrow and to fill up our fresh water. But the car park ended up being so beautiful and peaceful we decided to stay the night. We also had our first encounter with a friendly Slovenian local who confirmed to us how much we already know we're going to love this country. We woke up the next day to moody, misty skies for our hike, but we didn't mind as it just felt so good to be hiking again. Apparently this river is a hot spot for swimming in summer months, and you can see why. It was an inviting aqua blue even in December. We hiked up through woodlands, across rickety bridges, which Indy hated, and soon reached the main point of attraction for the walk, a waterfall coming out the side of a mountain. At this point, the map started to make no sense, so we had to wing it a bit and ended up on such a killer incline. After a weekend of eating and drinking in Trieste, we were struggling, but greeted at the top with beautiful views of a misty village below. We walked back through the village, getting a closer look at some of the houses which we soon became obsessed with, and within 5 minutes, Michael was Googling house prices. The next day, the weather was even worse, so we spent it driving to our next stop. Good morning from Slovenia. It's safe to say it's cold. This is where we parked last night, just in front of this church, and the bells have been going off all night. And we got here and it was super cloudy. We drove literally through the clouds yesterday. We woke up this morning and I've got this stunning backdrop of mountains, and there's snow on the mountains. We're only having a few days in Slovenia. We're basically just driving through it to get to Croatia for Christmas, and then we're out. Our Schengen zone days are over, so yeah, we're on our way out now, but I'm really excited to come back here in the summer when it's pretty and, well, not pretty because it's pretty now, when it's sunny and we can see the mountains, not just clouds. Let's see the look, Michael. Where are you?
Give me the money.
Another misty day followed, so we took a stroll around the surrounding area of our park up. It was so beautiful. It's crazy to think that this is just 15 minutes away from the capital of Ljubljana. We're obsessed with these little self-sufficient Slovenian cottages surrounded by farmland, forests, and a horizon of frosty mountains. This is exactly how we imagined Slovenia. We can't explain the good vibes we felt here, and I'm sorry, Mum, but there's already talk of living here already. The next day, we woke up to glorious blue skies on the most perfect cold winter's day. We had planned to go to the city of Ljubljana, but last night, when we nipped a Lidl for essential yummy Christmas treats, we stumbled across the most unreal snow-capped mountains. So, new plan for the day was a hike with a view of the mountains instead, and we'll visit Ljubljana when we return in the summer. When we got to the start of the hike, we could see the mountains straight away, so naturally, I made Michael drive closer so we could get a good picture with Dippy. Potentially on someone's farmland, but it was so worth it. This is my favourite view I think we've seen all trip. They were just perfect. An exact replica of the mountains emoji. As always, Indy didn't care for the views and was more interested in rolling in the frosty grass. And didn't want to play ball for the team photos either. What a morning! What an exciting morning we've had. We found the amazing mountains that I'm obsessed with and got really nice pictures in front of them, so I'm very excited. I was going to say really close up, but we weren't really close up.
We may have trespassed on a farm.
We may have trespassed. Well, it was okay, I think. But it was so much fun, and Indy enjoyed it as well. She was just rolling in the frost, in the frosty floor.
And jumped in the brook.
And jumped in the brook. And now, you can't tell, we're going uphill. We're on our walk, even though we've dicked around for an hour, taking photos and videos and enjoying the mountains, but we're on a walk now. And I'm out of breath already. But it's so pretty here. It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's just like everywhere you look. It's everything you'd think Slovenia would look like, but times 10. Unsurprisingly, the walk didn't disappoint. We walked up to the church on top of the hill to get even better views of the mountains and surrounding countryside. How pretty is that view? Mountain review? Views review?
Yeah. 7.
7?
Yeah, I'm a tough critic.
No, up that now.
I'm a tough critic.
It's bright blue day. We've got mountain emojis.
7.5 then. It's just me on.
I think it's at least a 9.
No, because I think we've got better and more to come.
Yeah, but so far.
I can't just start throwing out 9s and 10s willing in it.
If there was a trumpet player though.
Oh yeah, always.
The walk continued through beautiful pine tree forest before coming to a little village, where again we obsessed over cute Slovenian cottages, with smoke coming out of the chimney from their log burners and surrounded by farmlands. Back at the van, it was time to move on once again. Because our Schengen days are running thin, we're moving quite fast through Slovenia. But it's on the top of our list to come back and visit in the summer when we have our full 90 days back. We love it here, it's just so beautiful everywhere you look. We have just come to our next park up and it was bloody freezing last night, got down to like -4 and it's the same again tonight. So we've come to somewhere with electricity so we can have the heating on and it's working. So we think it's something wrong with the gas specifically, which is why the heating keeps turning itself off. But for tonight,
yeah, we've got heat.
We've got heat. It's coming out of here. We've got toasty toes. Are you happy about it, Indy? It's gonna be nice and warm. And it's quite pretty as well, but I'm not going outside because it's freezing. So we're gonna have a tea, have some dinner, watch a Christmas film, and be nice and warm. After a cosy night with heating, we woke up to a very icy van and frosty fields. These park-ups that we've found in Slovenia are essentially just a car park with simple facilities like bins and picnic benches and then a self-serve electricity hookup. You just top it up with some coins and plug in. And luckily for us, some lovely van lifers left us some money in the meter, so we ended up only putting about €1 in total for a whole night and morning of heating. It's super cheap anyways, but a win's a win. These are my favourite kind of mornings, so I took Indy out to play in the icy fields. She loves rolling in the frosty grass and playing with the ice, and I like walking her in it too because it means no mud. Today is our last full day in Slovenia for now, before crossing the border into Croatia tomorrow. We found another park up that had electricity hookup so we can have the heater on again, as it's been getting really cold at night recently. It had a beautiful walk nearby and it wasn't far from the border for the next day, so it was perfect. We followed our hike using the All Trails app. It took us up through more woodlands and gave us views of the local area. Our highlight was this viewpoint with the clearest telescope I've ever looked in, although saying that you usually have to pay for them, so I haven't looked through many. We spent some time here zooming in on dog walkers, parked cars and even found little old Dippy.
Have a look.
Found Dippy? Which one? Which eye?
Anna?
Maybe.
There it is.
That's not us.
There.
Oh yeah. I need to move it up a bit. Ooh. Oh, there we go. There's Dippy! Wow, that's nuts. Can't see it now. There was a church at the top of the viewpoint too that had some suspicious rope hanging from it, so naturally we pulled it.
Yeah.
You'll ring the bell. Presume it's a bell. And it hard.
Go on.
Why only one? No, I did. Another gorgeous day in Slovenia. We've absolutely loved it here and the country is so beautiful. We've become obsessed with these little self-sufficient farmhouses and how cheap they are. We're so excited to come back in the summer and explore the country properly. The next day, we crossed the border into Croatia, heading to Zagreb, where we booked a little Airbnb for over Christmas. We're in Croatia! We made it! And there was no one at the border crossing, so we flew through again.
They don't care.
100% track record of passports not being checked. No one cares about the Schengen zone, and no one cares about this one either.
It was only England that...
Yeah, it was only into France, wasn't it?
And it was only the English side of France.
Yeah.
France didn't care.
So, we do need to get you a pet passport, Indy, but maybe not. Petrol check.
It's so cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah.
Cheaper than Slovenia?
138. Slovenia was 140 something.
Oh. Getting cheaper and cheaper.
We're getting cheaper and cheaper. The more east we go, the closer to Russia we get, the cheaper it gets. Petrol.
We should have done the Christmas shop here. We've checked into our hotel, we've checked into our Airbnb, It smells nice, it's clean, fresh clean, and most importantly,
It's warm.
Naked Chef, talk me through what we've got.
Nachos, cheese, and some brie. Bread thing? No, I don't know.
Brie bread.
Brie bread.
We got brie bread. And just like that, it's Christmas Eve. We spent the evening exploring Zagreb's many Christmas markets, and I've got to say it's definitely the best we've ever been to. They had the most beautiful and big ice rink, which I think was like €4 to go on, but unfortunately we had Indy, so we couldn't go on it. But look how beautiful this is, and it even had a water feature in the middle too. Set for the evening with a flask of mulled wine and a few bottles of beer, we followed the music to one of the main markets, and it was an absolute vibe. What we got?
Hot dog. I ordered the wrong one by mistake.
Oops. So many locals were out celebrating, eating and drinking their way into Christmas, as we did too. Annoyingly, my GoPro died on us, but if you want to see more of Christmas at Zagreb, you can find them on our Instagram, TikTok or Facebook. So this is Christmas! It's Christmas, Cindy! Breakfast is served! I'm so happy with it. Got Gavin stays. We've got mimosas. Michael smashed the gammon. And it potentially is actually gammon, even though we thought it wasn't.
Rabinetti, yeah.
Gavin and Stacey keeps having weird adverts. Oh, he's back.
Weird Croatian advert.
We had the laziest, cosiest, food-filled 3 days in our Airbnb and took full advantage of unlimited hot showers, heating and a washing machine. We checked out on Boxing Day morning and spent the day exploring Zagreb outside of the Christmas markets. Good morning!
Good morning.
We're in Zagreb and we were meant to go on a walking tour today, but I forgot the purse and you can only pay in cash. So, we're going on Michael's walking tour.
We're basically just following the actual walking tour.
Yes.
And snooping in on what she's saying.
No. This is actually a good travel hack because on the walking tour website it actually tells you all the stops that you're going to go to. So we had a good order to see all the sites just without the tour. But it did mean, unlike this guy filming the wrong way, that we knew to be at the tower for noon because of this. I'm scared now. Oh my god. The cannon goes off at noon each day as a sign for all the churches to ring their bells at the same time. Apparently they used to go off for ages because their clocks weren't in sync. Well, this is what we heard from a local guide anyway. Are you scared, Indy?
The light bang.
After a quick burger break, we walked over to the National Theatre to have a walk around the beautiful gardens and buildings, before getting the tram back to where we'd parked the van. Trams in Zagreb are free on weekends and must have been free over the Christmas holidays too, as none of the booths were open for us to buy a ticket. From Zagreb, we had a hearty drive to the Serbian border, and it was the most boring drive we've done so far. North Croatia is so flat and was basically the same the whole time we were driving, until we suddenly hit snow. So we're going to cross the border into Serbia now, and I'm scared of this one. So we've got all of the documents ready. We've got Indy's animal health certificate, and we've got our passports ready. On the side, ready to go in case we get stopped. Do you think we're gonna get stopped?
Nope.
This is border number 7, and we've not been stopped yet, but we need this one. We need to get stopped at this one.
Yeah.
Because we are leaving the Schengen zone. We're going to Serbia. Oh, it looks like we're actually gonna get stopped.
Yeah.
Because people are being stopped. We've been stopped and they're searching the back. Porsche Michael Schengen. And there's a sign that says we're not allowed any cheese or meats. So, why is there another one? For God's sake. Do we need the passports again? Probably.
Maybe.
Oh, it's a pretty sunset though, to relieve the stress of passport control.
Yeah, but
Country number 7!
we made it.
Serbia! We made it. We did get searched.
Twice.
Twice. And it was a bit scary, but they don't care about Indy, so that's positive. And we got a stamp, so we're officially out of the Schengen zone. We're safe.
We're in.
We're safe. Happy days. They are concerned of why we're going to Serbia and Bulgaria though. But happy days. Yay, guys. And they like you, Indy, don't they? We headed straight to our park up for the night that we'd pre-planned and was welcomed by the most amazing fiery sunset. After a long day of driving, we took a quick walk along the beach before locking ourselves away for a cold night in the van. Right, in a change of events again, we are now going to skip through Serbia really fast because it's cold and the capital looked really difficult to get to and get in, and we just couldn't be bothered with the stress basically in the cold. So we're heading to Sofia. I forgot where we were going. We're heading to Sofia. We're literally going to do like a 4.5 hour drive to Sofia to get us closer to the warmth. Sofia will not be warm, but we'll have a nice place to go for Michael's birthday tomorrow. And yeah, Serbia just was proving a bit difficult. It's cold, our gas has run out, we've got nowhere to get the gas. Don't think they sell the gas here, and Park for Night is not working or banned in Serbia, or just not working in Serbia. So we've got nowhere to we can't find anywhere to stay. We've got no heating, we've got no gas to cook any food. So screw this.
We're off.
We're off skis. No offense, Serbia, but we're out. We're leaving.
We're gone.
We'll take your cheap little goods and we're off. I swear all these GoPro videos are just you eating Liddles. What's on today's menu?
Cherry and vanilla.
Cherry and vanilla pastry fountain coming out your mouth. And so our 4.5 hour journey began. Little did we know that this would be the start of a very chaotic week. Ooh. Got the goods. Our first big toll road.
127 miles.
Oh yeah. In the snow. Skipping through Serbia in less than 24 hours with the aim to get to the Bulgarian coast about 3 weeks earlier than originally planned, where the temperatures looked a lot more appealing. But first was a quick stop in Sofia, where we'd found a super cheap campsite with electricity hookup for just £8, meaning we could have the heater on through the electrics for 2 nights over Michael's birthday and some much needed lengthy hot showers. Border number 2 of the non-Schengen zone. Are we going to get pulled over? Call it. Yay, nay?
Yeah.
Yay. Yeah. Come in, Bulgaria. We arrived after dark, so checked in, got the heating on and settled in for the night. And the next day, for Michael's birthday, we got the train into Sofia, Bulgaria's capital. Michael's birthday tour of Sofia already taken us to the wrong cathedral.
It looks the same.
He's going off pictures.
They all look the same, don't they?
What is it then, Mr. Tours?
Another church.
He ain't great.
He is. Fucking terrible.
After a slow morning and a quick walk around, we decided it was lunchtime. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Bye. Nom. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
After lunch, it was time to see some actual sights. And if you can't tell, we'd had some birthday beers before continuing to explore the city. I'll pose in front of it.
Yep. Is it recording? Oh yeah, shit. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh.
We headed to Sofia's most famous cathedral, St Alexander Nevsky, with a slight detour through some local markets first. This cathedral is really impressive, with such a unique shape topped with mosaic golden domes. And the inside is just as impressive too, with unique structural arches, a domed roof, biblical paintings covering each wall, pillar and ceiling. It was really beautiful. It is the most freezing of freezing of freezing.
It is cold.
Let's go home to our heating. Birthday is over.
Yeah. All the fun is already had.
The burger and the beer. One burger, one beer, one heating.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
The next day was New Year's Eve, so we wanted to get out of the city to hopefully escape the fireworks for Indy, with a side mission of trying to find gas refills for the heater and the hob, which was an absolute fail. We tried about 6 different places before giving up and starting our mega journey from Sofia to the Bulgarian coastline. The drive was too much for one afternoon, so we had to stop halfway for the night in a little snowy mountain village, which I was actually so happy about, to be able to have some snowy scenery walks, even if only for the day. Indy enjoyed it too. Happy New Year's Eve, gang! It's our last park of the year of 2024 and our last sunset, and it's a snowy but stunning one. Good morning everyone and happy new year, happy 2025. We spent New Year's Eve just in the middle of the mountains somewhere in Bulgaria, thinking we'd escape the fireworks for Indy, but we did not. We were literally surrounded by them. But we just stayed next to this little football pitch. As you can see, there's snow and there's some mountains starting to show there, and this is where we parked. And now we're on day 2 mission of trying to find gas in Bulgaria, which is proving very difficult. But we think we've got some positive leads now, thanks to the wonderful world of the internet. So we've probably chose the worst 2 days to try and find gas, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, but they look like really little dodgy places, so we're hoping they're going to be open. And then we're heading towards the Bulgarian coast that I didn't even know existed, but we're heading to the coast. It's not freezing there, it's a lot milder temperatures, so hopefully we can escape the cold a little bit more just before Turkey. And we've got Indy's vet appointment before we head over to Turkey as well. Saying goodbye to the snow, we headed to Varna, one of Bulgaria's coastal towns, where there were some promising leads for gas refills and sunshine, after giving away Indy's dog food to yet another dog. I don't even want it. How embarrassing. He's quite well fed. Why are you just licking it, you weirdo? That is lazy. Do you like that, sir? He's dribbled it down himself. It's a good technique, to be honest, mate. Very nice. Nothing says Happy New Year like looking for gas still for 2 days in a row. Ooh, motorbikes. But I think this is looking promising. Michael's in there with a man and a gas tank, but who knows what's happening. We did it!
We made it. We made it to the sunshine.
We successfully escaped the freezing cold temperatures, and the trip that we planned to do over a month we did in like
3 days.
3 days. Because it was too cold and not enjoyable. And we're at the beach and it's glorious, and I've only got 2 layers on, which is just stunning.
Yeah, I'm warm.
It's actually so nice, and the beach is so nice as well. Where are we?
Varna.
Varna.
It's like on the north part of the Bulgarian shoreline.
Yeah, which I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna chill around the coast of Bulgaria for a little bit. We've got Indy's vet appointment later, and then we have to wait for her results to come back, and then we're heading to Turkey. And this is it. You said this is it for the cold now.
That's it. No more cold from this point on.
You did promise me that that was it for the cold now. And success. And it's glorious. And it feels great.
He's enjoying it.
Indy's very happy. Very happy dog. Although she's happy pretty much anywhere. We enjoyed the sunny beach for a while before spotting a great beachfront parking spot and moved the van so we were right on the beachfront. We only stayed here for one night ahead of Indy's vet appointment, then moved on as the town was a bit too busy for our liking. Here's our next park up of Bulgaria, the second one of 2025. And we've just crossed the estuary and we were over there this morning. Oh my god, there's one in the sea. Not for us. It's not bad.
Indy's recovered from a traumatic experience at the vet.
Indy was the most pathetic dog ever at the vets. That afternoon we felt a massive weight had been lifted. Walking along the beach with a beautiful sunset, relieved at the thought of being able to take it slow for a few weeks in the warmth ahead of crossing into Turkey. Before the lovely people of Instagram burst our bubble by updating us that Bulgaria had in fact joined the Schengen zone on January the 1st, which left us in a bit of a pickle. With no Schengen days left and Indy's documents not being back for up to 4 weeks to get her into Turkey, we were stuck. But with a 100% track record of no borders even asking about Indy, we decided our only choice was to risk crossing into the border of Turkey and hope they didn't ask for her paperwork. So we're just at the Turkish border coming from Bulgaria because we've had a bit of a shocking few days. So we went to go and get Indy's stuff at the vets, and then basically he couldn't do the pet passport, and the teeth test that you need to get into Turkey, that she needs to get into Turkey, takes a month to come back. And then the next day we found out that Bulgaria has joined the Schengen zone, so we weren't legally meant to be in Bulgaria either. So today we've just dashed it to the border of Turkey and we're just hoping that they don't ask for any of Indy's documents. And I think we're halfway through now and I feel fully sick. She's had her rabies jab, so she is protected, but basically she needs an antibody test to make sure that that it's worked and that she's got the antibody for rabies. But yeah, it takes a month to come back, so we obviously don't have a month because we're already over our 90 days. So we got out of Bulgaria, we didn't get fined, which is one thing. They literally only joined like 3 days ago, so hopefully they're not too on it yet, and I think we've got away with that. But we just need to get into Turkey now, and Michael's just getting the insurance that we need. You have to buy certain car insurance for Turkey, and we've already had our passports checked. The van got checked by Bulgaria, I think, so maybe it might get checked again. But Indy's just sat here, not got a clue what trouble she could potentially get us in. But hopefully we get in, and then within a few weeks we should get her teeth test results back, so we'll know whether obviously she's safe or not. So we'll just have to be careful for a few weeks. But yeah, we're halfway there, and classic, we don't know what we're doing. From now on, lesson learned, we need to be more organised. Wish us luck. Next time on Dippy Van Travels.
We made it.
We're in! Believe it. Let the chaos commence. Which is?
46
Chili nachos, chili on the bench, chili on the bench. Shut it up shop. Pizza please.
One pizza. It's a me.
Thank you. Ready, go.